In a village where the mountains kiss the sky, there lived a girl named Mira who could hear what others could not, the whispers of growing things, the secrets trees told to the wind. Her grandmother said she'd been born during a lunar eclipse, when the veil between worlds grew thin, and something of the old magic had touched her. The villagers warned their children never to enter the forest beyond the eastern ridge. That's where the enchanted forest begins, they'd say, voices dropping low. Those who wander in don't always wander out. And those who do return, they're never quite the same. Mira was 16 when her younger brother Kael vanished. He'd been chasing a silver fox, the other children said. The creature had danced at the forest edge, tail gleaming like moonlight, until curiosity pulled Kael past the boundary stones. 3 days of searching yielded nothing. The village elder declared him lost to the forest's hunger, and Mira's mother wept until she had no tears left. But Mira heard something the others didn't, a faint voice carried on the evening breeze, calling her name. It sounded like Kael. On the 4th night, she took her grandmother's old compass, a knife, and a lantern that burned with oil blessed by 7 generations of wise women. She crossed the boundary stones as midnight approached. The enchanted forest swallowed her immediately. The trees here were ancient beyond measure, their trunks wider than houses, their branches woven so tightly overhead that the moon disappeared. Yet the forest wasn't dark. Phosphorescent mushrooms glowed in rainbow spirals up the bark. Flowers bloomed that had no names, exhaling perfumes that made her thoughts swim like fish in warm water. "Welcome, daughter of the eclipse," a voice said. Mira spun around. A woman stood there, though moments before the path had been empty. She was impossibly tall, with skin like bark and eyes that held the green of every spring that ever was. Moss grew in her hair like a crown. "I seek my brother," Mira said, fighting to keep her voice steady. The forest queen, for that's what she had to be, smiled sadly. "Many seek what the forest has taken. Few understand what they are truly asking for. Then help me understand." The queen gestured, and the path before them shifted, reality bending like light through water. "Your brother had a call meant only for him. The silver fox was my messenger. There is a sickness spreading through the world of men, a forgetting of the old ways, a severing from the roots that sustain all life. I seek those who can still hear, still see, still remember. Those who might become bridges." Mira's hand tightened on her knife. "You stole him. I invited him. As I invite you now." The queen's expression grew fierce. "The forest dies, child. Every year, it shrinks. Your people cut and burn, build and destroy, deaf to our screams. I need those who can speak both languages, human and wild. Those who might teach your kind to listen again before there's nothing left to hear. And if I refuse, then take your brother and go. But know this, he has drunk from the wellspring of remembering. He hears the tree songs now, feels the pain of every root torn from soil. Could he return to a world that treats such suffering as mere background noise? Could you, knowing what you know?"
The forest has called
Mira
you,
thought of
Lord.
her village, of her mother's grief, of ordinary life with its simple joys and sorrows. Then she thought of the whispers she'd always heard, the connection she'd felt to growing things that others dismissed as childish imagination. She thought of forests burning, rivers choking, the silence that spread wherever men forgot they were part of something larger. "Show me my brother first," she demanded. The queen nodded, and the path opened like a flower. In a clearing lit by 1,000 luminescent beams, Kael sat among creatures from old stories, foxes with knowing eyes, deer with silver antlers, birds whose songs could reshape reality. He looked up at Mira's approach, and his face held such wonder, such terrible understanding, that her heart cracked open. "Mira," he breathed. "I can hear everything. The whole world is singing, and we've been covering our ears." She knelt beside him, taking his hands. They were warm, solid, real. "Mother is worried sick. I know. I want to go back.
Welcome, travelers.
But as something more than I was."
Thank you. It is beautiful.
He looked at the forest queen. "She says we can be translators. Diplomats between two worlds before they destroy each other." Mira looked into her brother's eyes and saw her own reflection, both of them caught between worlds, both touched by magic, both perhaps meant for this very moment. She turned to the queen and spoke words that would change everything, teach us both.